In this short audio, we will look at the human journey towards growth. According to one of the psychological theory, Maslow's psychological theory, it is looked at like this. The basic needs of hunger, sexual needs, and thirst, basically the biological needs are the basic needs. And once those needs are met, one looks for more like need for safety and security, a kind of shelter, and then and slowly, it moves on with self-esteem, self-realization kind of needs, and finally where the highest kind of need is considered to be self-actualization. So we'll just look at it as a framework. When we look at it from a practical perspective, we look at it from three levels or three kinds or three types or whatever you can think of. The first one and the very basic one is the material growth. When we are looking at the growth of the focus on mainly on having a good food and a good house, earning a good social status, kind of having a kind of a good interpersonal relationship, and most of them are focused almost major years of their productive life is focused on this material growth. Rather, we would look at it as more for the earning, doing business or focusing on the career, these kind of needs, more on the material growth. Looking at the second type of people where the focus is more on the psychological aspects, here they are more focused on having more long-term, more emotional, investing in more kind of long-term emotional relationships, and nourishing their own interests and hobbies, what they would like to do along with career, and focus on trying to have kind of focus more on bringing out their full potential or capabilities, be it in terms of career or living a life of their choice, more focused on the causal kind of kind of life, more in terms of reasonably trying to focus more on the nourishment of their interest, and then more in terms of emotional relationships. So more focused on the growth in terms of their psychological or mind related area. So coming to the very small group, or at the same time considered to be a higher level of growth, is the spiritual aspect. So where if we look at the Maslow's theory, more in terms of self-actualization or self-realization, more in terms of soul search. So here mainly the questions of who am I, or where am I, kind of existential questions. It's not so much about religion or rituals, even though they play a part of the role, but the spirituality is more focused on divinity or the universal, kind of, questions, more in terms of beyond causality, more search for truth, and more in terms of the self-nourishing, or trying to search from where we have come and what is it beyond all this life kind of thing. So however, irrespective of the different kinds of growth that one focus in their life, one has to surrender finally to the lifelessness, or more in terms of nothingness. So spirituality is more focused on finding towards a deathlessness of the soul, and how what happens after the life, and where and how kind of questions. So this is just to give a basic structure of how people invest their major life forces or life energies at different kind of importance given, more on the material growth, more on the psychological growth, more on the spiritual growth. Hope this short audio must have given a kind of just a framework for you to more in terms of food for thought. Thank you.